Uh, this is gonna be my take, a rant slash take. Wow, Ender portal on. I mean Nether portal. I've been Nether portal off spawn, but this is gonna be a take on the Mike Perry versus Jake Paul fight happening this Saturday. And if I'm being frank, I see Mike Perry winning that fight. Um, I think he's a more experienced boxer than Jake Paul. I think um I don't think that he has more power than Jake Paul, but I think he can definitely take a hit better than Jake Paul can. Um, yeah, and I don't know how many rounds that fight is gonna be, but if it's like at least 10 rounds, I see Mike Perry winning by maybe TKO or a stoppage or something. I feel like Jake might gas out, even though he's been training. Not trying to take anything away from Jake, but I just see Mike Perry lasting longer, doing better because he has that experience that Jake doesn't. Um, Now, as far as um what Jake Paul has going for him in this fight, he's he's powerful. He's really powerful. Um, he has more experience actually boxing with gloves. But I just feel like if Mike Perry can go into a bare knuckle fight and keep his hands up the entire fight, right? With gloves on, that's gonna be different. Like it's gonna be um harder. Your hands are gonna be heavier, and I wonder if that affects him later on in the fight. But I mean, looking at, because I've watched their fights, I've watched some fights to, just fill myself in on like the story. Start thinking about who could win, and neither of them are elite boxers. I think, well, Mike Perry said that he trains to box. Jake Paul, I mean, he's good, but how much better can he get? Um, this is my question. How much better will he get? How much better can he get? Um, Mike Perry's not an older guy, He's not old. He's not like easy pickings. He's a legitimate fighter. So it's definitely gonna be harder for Jake to do how he did the other guys like Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren. Like he's bullying those guys. He bullied those guys. But I think my pair's gonna be a different situation, and I think that he's actually gonna be able to beat Jake. um, I mean, yeah, I guess that's it. I think Mike Perry is gonna be able to pull it out the fire, but don't count Jake out though. Don't count him out because even though Mike has more experience, um, I would say he has more. He's tougher. He has things going for him, right? But it takes one hit to change. It only takes one like mistake, one hook, one shot to change the entire trajectory of a fight, or even to just flash knock somebody out. I mean, it happens fairly often, fairly often, and I mean, it's what makes fighting fun to watch because anything can happen, you know. Like there's not a the winner is never determined before the fight. Usually never determined before they fight. Um, but again, that's not even like that's not how it always is. I feel like that's something exclusive to the UFC, cause or not, yeah, the UFC really. And Jake Paul usually has like, oh, Jake's gonna win. Like it's obvious he's gonna win, but this is an example of a time where it's not so obvious. So I think it's gonna be fun to see how that plays out for both of them. Um, I'll. I don't want to say too much, but I might end up streaming that fight for you guys if I can get my hands on it. But yeah, that's gonna do it. See you when I see you.